So Gen X's were born between 1964 and 1980-ish. Now you know what I mean as far as those issues at the end of those bands, demographic bands. Generation X got a degree but not a job, and lived in their mom's basement and had their dad say, "What's wrong with you? I got a job 6 minutes after I left high school, and you have a degree. What's wrong with you? Get out there. Try a little hard. Come on, put some effort into it." Right? But what happened with Gen X is Gen X is following the largest generational group in Canadian history. And if you're a baby boomer, that's your fault, sucking up those jobs and not getting out of the way. So here comes Gen X, and a couple of things happened to Gen X. Gen X was the first generation that was taught by teachers with university degrees. And what happens when we're taught by people who have university degrees versus teaching certificates is there's more value placed in that university degree. So someone who might have been very technical or trades-oriented might have been told, "Yeah, you're really good at that mechanical stuff, but you're smart enough to go to university." And that was what this whole generation was told. They went to university and sometimes took the wrong type of schooling, because only really in the sciences and maths was this generation considerably successful from a university perspective. So I got the degree because my parents, my teachers told me I should have, and now I can't find a job. So if we think about traditionalists being loyal and baby boomers being busy, this is a generation that's skeptical. Yeah, that was the story I heard, and it hasn't panned out, has it? Saw the baby boomer generation downsize and scandal in government, religious organizations, and corporations, and that is why this generational group doesn't care what your title is, and doesn't care how long you've been on the job, and doesn't care what your background is. It's about results. This generation is all about results, Gen X. So Gen X, what did that create for them? They became independent, pragmatic, self-reliant. This generation per capita in Canada has the most entrepreneurs of any of the 4 generations, because they had to create jobs because they couldn't find a job. And down the road, maybe a job showed up and they went back into working for other people. But this is the generation that became the contractors and the small businesses that supported other businesses. Work was only one element of their life. Now, why would that be? It's because if I've seen the generation before downsized, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I am not going to have the company be my be-all and end-all. So this is the generation that we started to see from our workplace being everything to our workplace being one piece of our life.